Yes, people, what's going on? Welcome back to the channel. Andre Onana to Manchester United. It's finally here we go. Those are the words of Fabrizio Romano. Manchester United are set to get their man, get their goalkeeper, and replace David De Gea pretty much soon after his contract has expired at Manchester United. Andre Onana winging in, and he could be set to feature for Manchester United in their pre-season tour of America. Throughout the evening, we have heard reports from Damasio, from Fabrizio Romano, from Sky Sports over in Italy, and after every report, this deal was seemingly getting closer and closer and closer. But now it's been given the here we go, and Andre Onana is set to sign for Manchester United on a 5-year deal. Of course, he has to swoop in and do his medical and all those kind of things. We'll get stuck into all of the reports right about now. But before we do that, get hitting that subscribe button, get liking, get commenting, get sharing. Today, because of the news that has been breaking about Maguire, about Onana, this is our third video of the day. Obviously, if you're watching this after the fact, then, you know, it might be your first video of the day. But this is the third video of the day. Because the news is coming thick and fast, and that's why you want to be subscribed, because anything that happens, we'll be reacting to it. We'll be out there on the pre-season tour as well in the United States, going to the games and things, so we'll have plenty of content coming up for you on this channel and of course on Stretford Paddock as well. But let's get stuck into these reports coming from Fabrizio Romano, Damasio and the rest of the gang right now. Fabrizio Romano, firstly, he says Andre Onana to Man United. It's finally here we go. Clubs are closing in on the agreement. Then Onana will travel for medical tests and contract signing. United are set to request visa for Onana for the United States of America trip. Ten Hag will have the new goalkeeper he wanted. Obviously, we've been hearing countless rumours linking Manchester United to Onana since that Champions League final and since those heroics in the Champions League. Andre Onana has played with Erik ten Hag previously when both were at Ajax, and Ten Hag is familiar with him. In fact, Van der Sar was a big key as well in bringing Onana to Ajax and played a big part in, you know, giving him the go-ahead to be Ajax's goalkeeper. And you look at the part Ten Hag played in his development as well. Them guys now teaming up again. You've seen Lisandro Martinez return to Ten Hag, and you've seen Anthony, and now another one too. We also heard from Damasio as well that there is no certainty about Onana's trip to Manchester, not the move, just the trip at this moment in time. There's no certainty on the date because the Cameroonian does not yet have a visa permit. Maybe he'll stop off elsewhere first, then head to the UK as soon as he can. It may be even a case that they do the medical outside of the UK. Damasio also says United are closing for 50 million euros plus bonuses. The parties are sorting out the details and the payment methods between tomorrow and Tuesday. The Cameroonian should go to Manchester, so he's been expected to go there Monday, Tuesday, but we need those visa issues sorted out first. And just before it was given the here we go by Fabrizio Romano, Damasio said Onana from Inter to Man United. The last details. United are discussing payment terms. The player should fly in the coming days. So obviously it's been a build-up, and you're getting all these multiple reliable reports at this moment in time. Not only have you got Damasio saying it, but you've also got Fabrizio Romano saying it as well. And when you hear those things coming out together, that means he's going to be Manchester United's man, you know, as long as he doesn't fail his medical. We also heard earlier in the day from Sky Sports, and we reported on this earlier on the channel as well, that the deal was for 50 million euros plus bonuses. So you're looking at around 42, 43 million pounds, potentially going to 45, 46 million with those bonuses if they are achieved. United getting a goalkeeper who's in the prime years of his career, heading into those prime years of his career, who's had a fantastic season for Inter Milan last season. Obviously, he was incredible in their Champions League run as well. Comes to Old Trafford with his prime years ahead of him. Comes to Old Trafford and playing for a manager that he knows. Playing with a centre-back that he knows in front of him as well. Of course, you know, I think the big thing is obviously everyone getting used to the way that he plays. And I don't just mean the players. I think the fans as well. Us Manchester United fans are going to have to get used to it. I remember times watching Fabian Barthez running out of the box and doing step overs and trying to beat his man, and most of the time beating his man, to be totally honest with you, and doing all those kind of crazy things. And Onana has that in his locker as well. So we have to bear that in mind, and it is going to be a little bit squeaky at times. But mainly I'm excited for this because you look at it and it's bringing Erik ten Hag's team closer to be what he wants his team to be. We know when he had David De Gea, he was kind of cutting his cloth accordingly. And we weren't playing from the back in a manner that he would have wanted us to. Now Onana comes in and is someone that's comfortable receiving the ball under pressure, has the ability one-on-one to beat those strikers and those attacking players that are pressing him and closing him down. He has the composure and the ability to beat them. He's got great short passing, great long passing. I think everyone would have seen that in the Champions League final mainly, and in the Champions League run-up for them. But he's been doing it at his time in Ajax and Inter Milan as well. And that's the main thing and the main difference that he's going to bring. Obviously, he has great reflexes and ability in terms of shot stopping and commanding his line and coming and claiming crosses and getting his team on the front foot, which means we're going to be further on the front foot. So many times with David De Gea, and I absolutely love the guy for what he did at Manchester United. But you'd find that, playing out from the back, the ball would go to the centre-backs, back to David De Gea at times. And he wouldn't really have the ability to be able to find those passes that we'd want. So often he'd play a pass to the fullbacks, to the central midfielders, to the centre backs, and those passes would be overhit, underhit, go out for throw-ins, and it immediately puts Manchester United under pressure. So whilst I think Onana might make a few mistakes here and there, I think ultimately in the grand scheme of things it'll be a net positive for Manchester United and will be a much better team going forward. Here's a little stat for you guys as well. Of course, it comes out almost immediately. Andre Onana will make the top 5 most expensive goalkeepers in the history of the game. Kepa was 80 million euros. Alisson, 62.5. Gigi Buffon at the time was 52.5 million. Onana's obviously less than that. Looking around that 50 million euros mark plus add-ons for Manchester United to bring the player. He's set to sign a 5-year contract as well. There's been various reports on whether that's a 4-year plus 1 or 5-year contract in full. But regardless, Andre Onana is going to be a Manchester United player. He's going to play the bulk of pre-season as well, which I think is important. And hopefully we can now move on from this. Obviously get his medical done, get his contract signed, get him out there on pre-season and try and get a few other deals done. There were 2 key positions Manchester United had to fill. Goalkeeper was one of them. Strikers, another one of them. If we can get a striker in, replace Maguire. Obviously been stripped of the captaincy today. Maguire looking like he's going to be on his way out of Manchester United. If we can replace Maguire as well, get another midfielder in there. There's been talk about Sofian Amrabat. We were linked with Romeo Lavia. Whoever. If we can get someone like that in those 2 players, I wouldn't mind either of them, by the way. If you can get someone like that as well, then you're absolutely cooking with gas. But obviously, this is just the second of those 4 or 5 potential signings that I just pointed out there. Anyway, let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Andre Onana being given the here we go for Manchester United. Let us know your thoughts in the comments and what you think of the signing. I'll see you in a bit.